All right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm fine.
Oh, my shirt is really screwing up. That's kind of funky. All right.
It's not even green.
No, it's yellow. You should tell the... There you go. It's a little less upsetting. There you go. Good morning, evening, afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our weekly episode of Fun Times with the DVD Devs.
Aye.
All right, introductions. So to celebrate today, we are joined today by Sarah. You can introduce yourself.
I'm Sarah. I'm the UI designer on Dead by Daylight.
Also, you are the voice of a character.
I am.
All right, we will get to that in a little bit. And Dave?
Hello. I'm Dave.
Are you memeing? Right.
Aye. You know who I am, I'm guessing. I'm the design person.
Yes, majorly so. And I'm Mathieu, I'm the producer on the project. Therefore, we have that. Today with us, we have moderators.
Oh yeah,
we?
there's a bunch. There's a bunch today.
Okay,
Talking
so
about this.
we have Bucket,
Well, no, she's right there.
Murph, Sassy, Suggestive, and Faded.
Yeah, we got Sujan today.
All right, welcome to all of our friendly moderators. Dave, we love you. It says so right there.
I know.
Nurse voice? She's Dwight for sure.
You got it.
All right. We are also joined by Bjorn at the Technique there. Thank you so much for making this work. All right. Where was I?
I don't know.
That was welcomes and hellos.
We don't have that printed sheet of paper.
No, I
with
have
the
it on my
schedule
phone.
it.
It's sort of awkward this
Today.
time. I was distracted. I had things to do. So there we go. That was hellos. Introduce our mods. Introduce Bjorn. And then we have some news that we need to talk about. Let's talk about news. First of all, Sarah. It says so right there. With an exclamation mark. News. All right. Legacy next
That's
week.
Not news.
What?
That's
Legacy?
not news.
Sarah? No, she's not. She's not new.
You're not new.
You've been around.
Thanks.
I don't know.
All right.
All right.
Next
Let's move
news.
on.
Yes, let's do that.
So I said that quickly. Maybe you didn't catch that. Legacy next week.
Legacy are coming next week. Stop asking.
When is it coming, though?
Next week.
Okay. But what about Legacy Prestige?
Next week.
All right. I'm glad we cleared that up. Legacy next week. Yes, that is correct. Next week. Right. And then we have leaks. Let's talk about some leaks. So we had leaks.
Like grilled leeks or?
No. Actually, like leaks, like something that's runny.
Oh.
Like we had.
But still delicious.
It was delicious. Last big patch we had, there were a few issues. I think I mentioned that in the last stream though. That daily ritual thing that went around and people were like, oh my
Maybe.
god.
I don't
Anyway, there was a daily ritual. The text string for a daily ritual was switched with a different one for upcoming content that you obviously have not been made aware of. And so people were able to see things that had to do with a supposed hag and supposed rite of flesh and mud. So there. Do you want to talk about that?
I mean, I could.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't.
I probably shouldn't.
Okay, so let's not talk about that.
Let's not talk about it.
All right, what can we talk about?
We might be trolling though. This might have been a not really a leak. Who knows?
Well, we've been known to do that. If
Have we?
you feel like blaming McLean, go for it.
Yeah, just go for it.
No, that mug actually has stuff in it today. You can't really see because if I keep going,
Oh, we
it's
see
sort
it.
of coffee-ish. It's
Okay.
brown stuff. Delicious brown stuff.
So what's your next news,
Do I have other news?
please? I don't
Oh
wanna
yeah,
check.
I have patches, I think. It says here... Oh no, Steam Marketplace appearance. So
Oh, yeah.
I believe some people went, oh my god, some things appeared on the Steam Marketplace. So yeah, we are using the Steam Marketplace to deal with our inventory system that you have in the game with all these pieces of customization. And that is why this actually came online in the Steam stuff, because we are migrating a lot of our inventory system and our backend and the save games and all of that to a different way of handling things, so it's more secure and more efficient. So there.
So as some of you might know, like codes is something that we'll probably still keep doing, but now with Steam Inventory like this, we can actually inject content into your game
Directly.
even if you don't know about it. We can be like, I have a costume.
We could technically take it away too.
Yes, we can also do that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, I do enjoy going mad with a moderate amount of power. That's all I got, so really. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That was the news, I believe. Steam Marketplace appearance, that's because of that. The leak is a different thing that we talked about. Legacy next week.
Yeah, we did mention that.
Alright, stuff that is in-game. The game balance. So you want to talk about game balancing
Actually,
that has been happening a little?
Some people asked us a question on Twitter, was so can you talk about the balance and why you think the game is balanced and how do you balance the game? Do I think it's perfectly balanced? No, it is not. How do we balance? We usually look at data. We also read your comments and concern, and we take this concern as a base to start investigating on something specific.
It's well put.
And the balance of the game is we're always aiming for 2-2. So 2 survivor escape and 2 survivor will die. That's the average we want to see. There you go. Answering that question.
On a des nouvelles sur le professeur?
No.
No idea what that is about. There's no professor. There's nothing educational in our game, as far as I understand.
certainly nothing educational. Okay.
That's certainly not the point.
No.
All right. So yeah, the game is balanced as much as I mean, it's still playing well. It's still quite a lot of fun. I think you can agree to at least some of that. Unless you're argumentative, then you'll disagree, and then we'll have a vivid conversation. But if we look at the stats that we have about the right sort of pies when we look at how people fare and what.
Yeah, the thing is that there's the average, which will often be okay, but then when we use our data and we mine more in detail about a specific thing, we can find that some combinations affect badly this balance of 2-2, so we can react to that and try to fix it. So as the patches will come, you'll see, like we have always done, some different balance of perks, of add-ons, and mechanics that will change that.
Can you talk about Decisive Strike?
Yeah, that one is a perk.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
It's not working properly right now.
No, it's
according
not
to
working
people.
properly. So the first thing is that there's an exploit that will be fixed. We actually started fixing it, and that is actually why it broke completely in the last patch, which we've fixed. There was a partial fix that broke everything, and it went in the patch for some reason. So we fixed that. Now the exploit is going to be fixed, and also we're going to change the perk so that it's a bit more balanced. Right now it might be too easy to use. So instead of just making it harder, which you'll just get the hang of it and it's going to become easy again, we're actually making some changes that are really, really interesting, and that's going to come
You're
soon.
not saying what they are.
We could. I guess that we should wait just a little bit. Next week we'll be able to talk about it more.
Okay.
We just started discussion on this one actually.
In
more
the patch
seriously.
next week. So
It's
is
not going to
the
be in the patch next week. That change.
that change now?
No, but we can discuss about it next
Is
week.
the Canada Trapper mask coming?
Yes, that one might be next week too. Might.
Why wouldn't it be?
It should be next week, but we just want to make sure that it is given the proper way, because we want to reward this costume so that it's not like forever, that everybody gets it for forever. We want
Just the people who
just
are
the people
playing
who
at this time.
are playing now and
Alright,
bought the
alright.
game.
That makes sense.
Before this event, we'll get that costume.
All right.
because it's a thank you to all of you who've been playing since the beginning.
True. Some news about new DLC? Nope.
No,
No.
except the achievements, obviously.
Oh yeah. Do you have any comments on that?
They're delightful.
The delightful achievements. So people have seen achievement entries pop into the Steam database, and they mention new achievement.
Yeah, and some of them already have them. Some people already
Really?
unlocked this achievement
Wow.
How?
by cheating, I guess.
Oh yeah. Well, that would make sense.
They're just that good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I don't have Crocs. I
How
don't
are the
wear
Crocs?
these, no, let's not wear
Yeah.
Crocs. This is not a style. No.
All right. Is Sarah single? I'm asking for a friend. No, we don't answer these kind of questions here. That's extremely private. Well, you can actually if you want to, but we don't answer these kind of questions here. The DBD movie. What would be the cast like? Okay, so some people have been asking, and frankly, we've been asking each other. It'd be a crazy idea to have a Dead by Daylight movie.
Yeah,
I think it might be
awesome.
better as a TV show, personally.
Yeah.
Because it's-
Like a episodic.
yeah,
kinda-
like every episode there's
New killer
because
kind of
there's a
thing?
repetitiveness
Yeah,
to it that I
just
think would
need,
work well.
You just need one.
One killer.
Actually, you just need one episode.
That's
actually.
right.
It just repeats.
Oh, I see.
See?
But like maybe it's the same episode, but like slightly different each time.
Maybe
Sure.
just slightly,
Like slightly?
slightly different.
So who would you cast? Let's say as the trapper.
The Trapper from our team,
No,
or just
like
in
an
general?
actor. Like if we
Hmm.
were to shoot that movie or TV show, who would you cast as the trapper?
Oh, that's a tough one.
I didn't have time to put thoughts into this. I don't know. I have
Obviously,
absolutely
you
no
want
idea.
someone gigantic.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's all you need.
Yeah, but probably one of those wrestlers. Okay, or like Brock Lesnar, something ridiculous like that.
The Rock.
He's too good. Like he is too.
Well,
he's a
I mean-
good guy.
Could be Dwight.
Like you.
Buff Dwight.
That'd be amazing. It's like we revised the scenario,
Oh,
guys,
God.
and we decided that actually
Buff Dwight.
Dwight is going to be played by Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fine with that.
Okay, enough.
Yeah. Okay. So that's the extent of that conversation.
I think so. Well, we can get back to it at some point. If you have an
Hodor,
idea.
the Hodor guy. I don't know.
No.
No.
It's not the
Mr.
kind of shape.
Bean. That's a very
Why not?
Oh.
Mr. Bean as the trapper.
I'd watch that. I'd watch that.
I'd see him as the Wraith, maybe. Just
Mr.
sort of
Ben.
tiptoeing around and just like being weird and creepy.
Yeah.
Creepy.
Creepily?
Quickly.
Okay.
Creepy.
So do we have anything else to talk about on your list?
Yeah. Vin Diesel as the hillbilly. Yeah. Not sure. Oh yeah, Julius Bjornsson, the guy from the Mountain from Game of Thrones. Be a little much though. Why not use the guy we used at E3? He was good.
Just that guy? Yeah, I think that would work.
Okay, the other thing I have here is double blood point weekend. So for those of you out there who've paid attention, we have had a double blood point weekend.
The Blood Hunt, it's called.
Yeah, it was quite a lot of fun. I played it. I enjoyed it. I got a lot of blood points. Actually, almost twice as much as I would have normally. And I'd like to do that again. So someone was asking, will that happen again? And then,
Should we do it? Yes, it will happen.
yeah, we'll do it again.
We'll do it again.
We can do it now. That's the thing, is we used to not can. Now we can, which we will again. Where? Invisible rate, please.
I don't know what that means.
Okay. I think that's all I have on my list of critical things to discuss. So, Sarah, who's also the voice of one of our survivors, can you guess? We'll give you a second to try to guess.
I'm not gonna scream for you.
Just a little, like, no?
No.
Like a dropping from a building?
No.
No.
It's
All
gonna
right.
break the mic. So a lot of you asked us to bring one of the voice actor in. So if you have UI question or voice acting question, now is the moment.
Yeah.
Because all our voices are
Nia,
actually
Nia,
team
Nia.
members, right?
Meg.
Yes.
Meg.
Yeah. So in addition to supplying the
The rate.
gross noises that you hear in the game. We all have regular jobs as well.
It's true. So yeah. Oh, there's a few who have it,
Ooh.
but it's no, it's not Billy. It's not Adele. Who
I
the hell is
wish.
Adele? That's not a survivor.
No, someone's in the wrong Twitch channel.
It's on your left, the other Twitch channel. Right.
So you're gonna say it?
I'm Claudette.
Oh, there you go.
Ah, there you go.
So that's the voice of Claudette. Welcome to the show, Claudette. Hi, Jennifer's. We're friends. That's why.
Okay.
So
You know what? I have things.
Well, Sarah has things.
Do you have things?
I have some things.
Oh, well, go with your things.
Please, it's your show. Talk about
It
it.
is my show. So one of the things that we've started doing recently is, well, to start with, for those of you who play the game in non-English versions, you may notice that some of our translations are a little funny.
Funny.
Yeah.
That close to a spit take.
Yeah.
Okay, go on.
So what we've started doing is requesting suggestions from the community. So on the Steam forums, there are a thread for each language. One of our QA people, Bianca, has set up a
QA people.
formula for you guys to fill out. And once you sort of submit your suggestions, and you can have conversations and figure out amongst yourselves which ones you like best, we'll vet them and put them into the game. So because of that, there are a couple people I'd like to thank, because there are some players who have gone above and beyond in this regard. So for German, I'd like to thank Yella, Oryx, McMurphy, and Damn Fast Dead. For Spanish, and I apologize if I ruin your names here. I'm gonna try. For Spanish, I'd like to thank Say Valentine, Jose JD7. For Thai, I'd like to thank Kiddo. For Russian, it's a lot for Russian. Oliver, Dark Engineer, Raytheon, AT, Minkenslav, I'm practicing that one, and Troman. And we have yet to receive any significant number for Chinese or Italian, so now's your chance.
Thank
and
you.
you can find those in the non-English conversation section on the Steam forums.
Oh,
So
great.
any of you out there who speak Chinese and or Italian, and if you feel so inclined, we would appreciate your help. As far as the other languages are concerned, because a lot of people are talking about Polish and Czech and Portuguese and all these other things that are languages, we are looking at them. We are going to try to translate in as many languages as we can. It is it's sort of a lengthy process, and it requires quite a lot of people, and it requires energy. And that right now we're it's about distributing it properly to the different sectors of the dev team. So it's going to happen. We're going to have more and more languages coming in. Hang on, essentially, is what I'm saying. What about Russian?
Yeah.
We
Big
talked
time.
about Russian. We have a
Big
lot
time.
of really cool people helping us with Russian. So thank you. But it doesn't mean that if you have good ideas and you want to help,
No,
we're not
please
going to
do,
turn
please
you
do.
down. Please.
Yeah, no. Go for it.
It means you'll have friends doing that. Finland? Yes, Finland has a language. We absolutely want to get more of those in. Okay. All right, that went out. You have things.
Yeah, I have things.
You want to talk about your things?
Yeah, so patch is going to come out next week.
Yes.
And we have a lot of interesting things in there. There's a lot of balance changes and bug fixing, which I'm not going to go and explain all of them because there's quite a lot. Tons.
It's a long list.
It's a long list. But there's some features and content that I'd like to talk about. Did you add something? We're about to...
Oh. We actually have questions about UI. So maybe I should ask them.
Oh, well.
If you like.
Are you removing the quick play button? Have you thought about removing the menu button, having the button static on the left instead?
What?
No, maybe. when
Not
it comes
removing the
to
quick play button.
yeah, I don't know. I don't think we've talked about that.
Not really,
I
but
mean,
I often
we
ask the
could.
question: do anybody use does
Yeah.
anyone use that quick play button?
Yeah.
It's a very low percentage
Yeah.
of people. So
Well, we do have stats now about this.
Yeah.
And like it's on you, so we might get rid of it.
It's
and
possible.
Maybe.
on
I mean, it's obviously not a huge priority because it's not breaking anything
No.
and it's not stopping anyone. But it's part of the flow of UI being efficient.
We do look at all the Reddit and Steam suggestions in terms of the UI, and certainly with our latest update, some of the things that you guys liked to do, we made it a little more difficult. So we'll be trying to see if we can figure out how to make that easier for you guys again.
All right.
Who came up with slippery meat? If you're talking about the name itself, that's a Dave thing. It's pure Dave. It probably happened late at night, and I'd assume some drinks were
I'm
involved.
still mad at
Not
you
for
for
that
salty
one.
lips.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. But slippery meat, I thought it was a funny innuendo, so that's why it's called like that.
There you go.
Now you know.
It's funny, on a side note on this, when we decided on the name The Bloodstained Sack, we had a lot of our marketing people just sort of politely poke and go, we just want to make sure, we just want to check, are you aware of some of the connotations around
Sack.
using the word sack?
We know.
We're like, yes, we know.
Yes, we know.
And they're like, okay then, all right. Salty lips. I love the way you say that, Sarah. So there. Yeah.
Okay, so you ready to go through that feature and content list?
Yes, please.
It's a big one. Okay, so, oh wow, this one is pretty cool actually. We've added a bell
Oh
to the
my-
rate.
What?
Yeah.
So the that's probably one of the oldest bugs in the game
Yeah, the fact that, yeah,
because the bell was created
it was modeled and textured, it was ready.
at the beginning when the character was created, and he had a bell, and there was an animation and everything. It just never made it in for some reason.
So now it is. It has been added, so you'll see that next week. We say next week. We're pretty sure it's going to be next week. But, things could happen.
Yeah.
You never know.
Like, even if we're aiming at Monday, let's say,
Let's say.
things could go wrong, and then we're like, we'll push it to Tuesday, and then we'll test it on Tuesday, and then we find a fix, and then end of day we're like, yeah, it's pretty good. Let's not patch Tuesday and then go home, Let's
No.
patch Wednesday morning, and then something happened and whatever, and people seem to be in agreement that they'd rather see well polished things come up. So hopefully that's gonna happen. Do go on. That was the first thing on a very, very thick list. So
I'm trying to find, so the balance to the raid, the one we've talked about before, the fact that you start invisible and the different values of invisibleness, I'm going to say it, is also coming into that patch.
I believe it might be invisibilitude.
Oh, yeah.
Just thinking of that.
Yeah. So we've added a pop-up, which I'm very happy for, when the game is not able to read the save game properly. So we've actually, some of you who might think you've lost your save, sometimes there's a problem with the game is trying to access the save, but can't do it. And we don't have any message right now that tells you that it can't do it properly. So you might think that you've lost everything, but it's just that it hasn't loaded. So usually just restarting will fix that issue, but now actually you will have a pop-up that tells you.
Will Orvat ever be back on the stream?
Yes, absolutely, you will.
I think he was one of the approved guest stars.
Yeah, yes. Added additional information pop-up messages for AZ and Tai Cheat. So we have error messages that are really cryptic and we don't know exactly what's happening. So now we're adding more information to guide you if ever it happens. As you know, when EAC goes down or they have an issue or Steam goes down for some reason, sometimes the game won't work. And now we want to communicate that to you so that you don't have to panic. This one is also a big thing that's been asked many times. Added an option to adjust menu music volume.
Sorry.
What is so funny?
Nothing.
Okay.
It's very common. I hear that one a lot.
Yeah, a lot, right? Legacy customization option.
Oh, is that for all characters?
Well, almost.
Okay.
All eligible characters, of course, not Myers, not the Shade,
Or Lori.
or Lori. Added sorting. It's going to be automatic for customization by rarity. You must know about that one.
Yeah.
It's your
I think
newer
it
domain.
goes rarity, then alphabetical. The exception to that is the add-ons, which follow that same structure, but they group by the item that they belong to. So all of the flashlight ones belong to each other, or they kind of stick together.
That's great. So I got a lot of questions, and most of them I'm just going to delete because they're not really questions, such as when sexy nurse Dwight outfit? No.
Aw.
No.
Here's a question though, doesn't have to do with any of this, but I think we could talk about it. So
When is the
So-
report system coming?
that's not the question. I have one.
Oh, sorry.
You just interrupted me.
Yep.
It's not very polite.
Will you get April
Oh
Fools?
my god. So someone is asking, and you can probably explain this. So why is there so many outfits and normal people, aka not streamers, can't get them all? So there's, Baru shirt, there's
But
Baru shirt, and then there's Baru shirt.
and even E can't get it all.
No.
He might not have an Angry Pug jersey.
No, exactly.
Does
Or
he have an orange
Delirious
schmuck?
mask.
I don't think so.
No. So we do these items for streamers because there are Dead by Daylight friends. They're highly invested in playing and showing the game. We also make DLC, and we'll also make more content available to everybody. And of course, we drop the once in a while customization option for everybody. Want to add anything about this?
No,
Okay.
not really. Well, I could take a second to talk about that purple Twitch shirt.
Yeah.
So that purple Twitch shirt. Yes, Mr. Ivanovich. I know that my shirt is freaking people out. I will stop. So that purple Twitch shirt was created so that we could reward more of our Twitch streamers without having to do custom things to everyone. But also, the thing is, right now, anybody out there who manages somehow to get a code for a orange schmuck or something like that will have that and will be able to wear it, and it's great. And these streamers or people that have these codes can give them out to people as they please. However, the purple Twitch shirts are not codes, and they are only applied directly to the inventory of the people that we select. And as I said, there's only like me and Dave, I think, that can grant this right now. So
And
there's-
Stefan.
And Stefan. So there's not a big. We can't do like 50 a day because we want to make sure we're giving it out to people who are streaming Dead by Daylight at least on a semi-regular basis, and they have a positive attitude or at least a presence that's constructive to the community. So that's it. So it doesn't matter if you have 10 viewers or 5,000. If we fall upon your stream by accident or because someone pointed us in the direction, then you might get it. So we're trying to spread the love as much as we can. There. That makes sense?
We've also started rewarding people around the globe.
Yes,
So,
yes. We're our efforts. Actually, a lot of North American streamers are like, "Why me? I want some." And we're like, "Yeah, well, we've been giving them out to Russian streamers and German streamers and Chinese streamers, and yeah." But,
As we mature in that system as well, we're going to reward more people. Like we already, anybody who's highly invested in the project will get rewarded eventually. Of course, players that play a lot. Also people that create amazing art. We've rewarded some people before because of cosplay. That's the kind of thing that we do. So it's possible to get these things, whoever you are. Obviously, our mods get skins as well. Some sort of a payment for their help. All right.
where does the chainsaw of the hillbilly go when he's picking up a survivor?
That's a very good question. I think that I don't know how to answer this.
Okay. Someone said, "Rip Latin American streamers." That's a lie. We had a few Chilean streamers that we were looking at lately, and we gave out some codes to them and some things. So, I believe they are in Latin America.
Corrected. All right.
Take
Next on the
that.
list. So in the next patch, the spectator in Kill Your Friend will be live. So that's a big interesting thing. We've been talking
Yes.
about the competition mode, and so that's the first step towards that. A sixth player will be able to join a Kill Your Friend as a spectator. So any streamer or YouTuber that wants, well, YouTube is not actually an issue, but streamer that wants to live stream a tournament, for example, as a referee or a runner, will be able to show that properly using that system.
Who is the Nia voice actor? Someone kept asking that.
I don't remember.
Is
Do you?
Is it Anais?
No, she's the nurse.
So that'd be Megan?
I think it's Megan.
I think it's Megan.
Oh, Megan is Nia.
'Cause
Okay.
Ingrid is Meg.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh yes.
Who?
Ingrid.
Is Meg, yes. So you'll be able to rate matches now, so that has been added. Do you want to talk about this, Sarah? The rate match
Oh
function?
yeah. So we added a couple things to the tally screen, the end match stuff, and at the top of it, you will be able to rate how your match went.
So from 0, well actually 0 is nothing. It's not going to be
No, it's
counted for. So 1 to
five.
1 to 5 stars, let's say, and this will give us data on how things are going.
So Meg voiced Nia.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what people say.
Yeah, exactly.
There we go.
Well,
The other thing is the report function that's
Yeah.
going in.
I don't think she goes by Meg. I'm just saying.
No, nobody calls her Meg.
No.
Okay. So you'll finally be able to report. Does it mean we're going to ban people? No. Not yet, anyways. So as we've said before, we want to see how, we're going to take this one step at a time. So the report function is in. You'll be able to also give props, so a positive report to players. So you'll find this next to each name in the tally screen. You'll be able to click, and then the menu is going to appear, and you'll be able to enter a complaint about a specific individual or give props to that specific individual. It's going to go into through our data, and we'll be able to analyze what are we going to do with this.
Okay. I have a question here. How hard was it to scream and grunt and get into character for the voice role? Did you, the voice actor, have anything special you did to prepare to voice the game?
I didn't really prepare, but it was very difficult. I think some of the other voice actors had a little easier time than I did. I completely lost my voice. I think I was in the sound booth for about 2.5 hours of nonstop screaming. So it was intense.
Good.
Yeah.
I remember before release, when we started doing the voice acting and recording, the recording studio is a small office next to everybody else.
Yeah.
And, people would scream for our game, obviously, and everybody on the floor would be like, what the fuck is going on?
Well, especially because it's funny, the office of the sound guy is sort of, the back of that office is the HR.
Yeah.
So, like, new employees would just step in and be handed their things and then hear screaming coming from the walls.
Pretty funny.
It makes for, it makes for a good thing.
Yeah.
What happened to Dwight's nail-biting animation?
Ho, ho, ho!
It's a very good question. And I did mention, I think 2 weeks ago, I made a note on a paper.
Yes.
Which, that makes it real. It's almost like putting stuff on Instagram. And we actually fixed that. It's in your patch notes?
I don't know. It's probably part of it.
Okay. Do go on.
Adjusted the display of bear trap placement to match the actual placement of the bear trap. That is finally a good fix to have.
Yeah.
So the bear trap, putting a bear trap down is animation driven, and the UI was not exactly matching the position where the trap would end up, and this was sometimes very annoying. So this has been fixed. Yay.
So thank you for answering. I bet that was really hard. You did a great job.
Thanks.
There you
Reintegrated ready check marks and nameplates above survivors in online lobbies.
What?
Yeah, do you want to talk about it?
Yeah.
Kinda your domain again.
Yeah. So we put them back, but there's a couple things that we're still hiding. So outside of a Kill Your Friends and outside of a Survive Your Friends lobby, Survive with Friends, you won't see ranks. You also won't see your player level, but you will see their Steam name.
All right.
There you go. Super fun.
This is, by the way, this is not the place to report bugs right now.
No.
In the chat.
Absolutely not.
We're not going to address that, obviously. Steam forums, there's a bug report section, which is very useful, and our QA are actually dragging it for bugs to report. And then Reddit also can be useful for that in some respects.
And the bug fix mega thread.
So if you want to help, please do it with the proper channels.
Yeah. Very quickly through the balance, there's a lot of scoring that's going to change in that patch for survivors and killers. There's a lot of add-on and perks going to change as well. I'm not going to go through all of them, and a lot of bug fixes too. You'll see that as part of the patch note as soon as we release it next week. It's really exciting. It's a big patch. Now there's one last point that we should talk about, which is a big thing that's coming in that patch. We're adding a new object to the maps, which are called totems.
Oh,
Yeah, so this is pretty exciting.
please talk about that.
So totems are objects that the survivor can find around the level and destroy for extra points. That's pretty much it. So that's what you'll see in the patch. There's more coming out of these totems, but for now that's all that's going to happen.
That's exciting.
Mysteries.
We do have a lot of mysteries in there. Sarah, your voice acting for Claudette is amazing. It sounds so real. It's awesome.
Thanks.
There you go.
Glad to know I suffered for something.
Will there be something done about the bots? Yeah, we've seen a sort of resurgence of bots in the last week or two. We're looking at that. It's very difficult to. People say no, you just have to change where the join game button is or something like that. We're like, yeah, it's not that simple, and it might fix everything for a day. And then people would make a bot script that actually changes the thing, and it's not that easy.
Yeah, not that we're stopping doing anything.
Absolutely not. We're looking at it, but yeah.
Yeah. Someone's asking. So again, for the Twitch shirt, we're streaming in time that you're probably sleeping. Doesn't matter. We, like Matt said, Chinese streamer, which are streaming while we're sleeping too, are getting rewarded too. It's not. We don't have to be awake to reward you. Well, actually, we do, but usually send an email or try to go through an official challenge, such as Dead by Daylight Twitter or the Dead by Daylight at bhr.com.
Yep.
Request it, and if everything's legit, then we can reward it to you.
Was the Wraith's bell inspired by SNL's Cowbell skit? Nope.
No,
No. Oh, the totems. Do you need a toolkit to break them?
no,
The totems. Does the killer hear you when you break them?
no.
Does he see a notification?
Yes.
Yes, but yes,
Yes, he does.
yes.
But you get points.
You get points.
So there you go. For now, just look at that.
Yeah.
Okay. Where can you email questions about the stuff? Well,
Actually-
that's sort of what you just said.
I'm still on the totem thing. Will the killer be able to hear you? It makes a noise while you're
Working on it.
working on it, and as it is destroyed, it makes a noise too. So if he's nearby, yes, you will hear it.
Why is Michael Myers called The Shape? Well, if you watch the original Halloween's movie, which was 78, 75?
78.
78. 75 is me. That was released in 75. Yeah, if you watch the original movie, in the credits, he's called Michael Myers when he's young. The actor who plays him when he's a kid is credited as Michael Myers, and when he's older with the mask and everything, he's called The Shape. So that is why he's called The Shape.
It's his name.
That's what he is. Because the person inside died. So there. I guess. I don't know. I'm not the director. Okay.
Any other good
Can we see a
questions?
preview photo of the totem?
Well, maybe someone can send that to us.
Eliane?
It's always Eliane.
Do you have a totem picture for us? Like, I have a picture with a
Please.
totem on it, but I can't show that. Okay. Okay, so shall we go to around the interwebs? We have a bunch of stuff to show. By the way,
Let's do that.
let's do one thing before we go to there. That Cult of Dwight video was just, yeah. I think that someone summed it up very well in there, going, this is David Lynch playing Dead by Daylight. That's exactly what that was.
Kind of wrecked me.
Yeah.
The totems are destroyed forever when destroyed.
He is a shape of a human with no feelings, is the line. Thank you.
There you go.
Okay, so let me get the thing up. Can I? No, that's not how it works. I think I need to press the thingy. Ah, wonderful. Okay,
Do
I,
the
I,
images.
I have the clicky. Ah, so this is an amazing piece of art by Anthea Rodriguez Perez, who gave us her interpretation of the entity. This is not canon, but this is pretty damn cool.
Yeah.
Thank you. Whoa, went way too far. Thank you. Okay, so this is Barking Panda, who gave us this very interesting
It's a legacy.
entity touched.
Legacy, it's called now.
All right. Next is this beautiful mug art, which, by the way, if you want to wrap that up and send it over, we will gladly drink our beverages out of it on the stream. Just saying.
But then they wouldn't have their delightful
I
camera
know.
work.
Well, they can make another one, I guess. They're talented. That's what happens when you have talent. People steal from you.
I like the bird one. Can I have that one?
That is Ciola H or something. I'm sorry, it's a difficult one to pronounce. I found that on Instagram, I think. Then we have this, which I want more information about. This a group called Elves Gone Wild, and they had a party called Survive with Friends, and that's all the information I have, and it was tagged Dead by Daylight. So if you have more information about this, please let me know. Make a post on Reddit or something. Next we have Evie, who created this very interesting and profound scene.
Oh my god, I love it.
So our interpretation is that Jake doesn't have a flashy outfit yet, so he's kind of left alone.
Yeah,
That's
Claudette
my
has the
interpretation,
boots, Meg has the tracksuit, and Dwight has the pink pants,
Watermelon
but
pants.
Jake only has pain.
That's the tagline of the
Deep
movie
sadness.
with Johnny Depp.
So we'll work on that. We'll get Jake something with.
Flashy.
We'll bedazzle him.
Nice.
Now we have here Super Meg from Feniarella. Feniarella? So thank you. That's a beautiful interpretation. Someone is obviously inspired by our character, and I like that. Oh, this is from Inkari.
Cool.
This is the same artist that did the nip slip.
The nip slip.
The nip slip. Everybody remembers that. It's quite amazing. So it's his interpretation of the Trapper, or Evan, being Evan being made into the Trapper by the entity.
That's a beautiful, intense scene. Well done. Then we have this really cool. I think it's probably a wallpaper kind of thing.
Oh, these are really low res. That's my fault. I usually don't get the images out of the web.
No.
I have low res. I'm sorry, everybody.
That's Isaac who did this, and it looks really cool.
It's really cool.
Then we have here. Oh, that's Jetxer. 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 So there you go. Someone who definitely took the time to create some really cool cosplay.
He actually
With
got the toolbox kind of brownish gray, just the right color.
Yeah, some people argue it's actually grayish brown,
Yeah, it's hard.
but
to,
they're wrong.
It's hard to decide. Yeah.
Next, we have Harry Potter. Oh, I can't do the thing.
Oh, wait, you've done way
I
too
did
much
too
now.
many things. Can you rethink it, please? No. Oh, thank you very much. Nope, wrong again. No, it's not happening. Oh, I can press the button now. So now it's my fault.
Just press once.
It's a complicated thing.
Okay.
Okay, this is Harry Potter. Yeah. So Harry Potter created this VR version of essentially Meg playing Meg in VR, which is an interesting situation. Probably our most prolific artist, Naira Fairfield, obviously very inspired by Dwight. Were you mentioning something about a comic book? Should
Yeah.
this become an actual comic book?
I think it should.
I believe it should. So, Naira, if you're listening, we are waiting for the actual comic book to come out. We can talk about
strip,
the scenario.
or a comic strip.
Yep. Strip book, whatever. Then we have this from Nick Stab. I believe it's his sister-in-law or something like that. He was on my stream last night and he talked about it, and it's a really cool cosplay here. Some people are quite inspired and talented, so I like that. Harry Potter was listening, so yay. Then we have this here, which is Fu, I believe, who is currently working on a Rate wall art. There's a word for that.
Yeah.
Mural.
A mural, yes. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So a Rate mural in someone's bedroom, I believe. There we go. Here we have Ray Mayers. That's a beautiful take, a very cool style. That's Michael Myers being all small and being carried away sadly by the trapper, who's got a very happy smile, by the way.
Yeah.
Under his mask, he's actually very happy. Like he's having a good time with this. Then we have, once again, Sandy Mizaki, who's doing some really cool stuff with cosplay. Those are Nia's pants. Very well done. Very well done. Then we have here Shervy Chan. It's a very cute little Dwight praising. It won't stop. It's just gonna grow and grow. And then in like 50 years, 100 years, people will wonder where it started, this whole thing. Why are people eating ties with such reverence nowadays? This is where it started. What else do we have? Oh, again,
God
this
damn
is
it.
so difficult.
Yeah.
You're doing a much better job than I do. Next time we'll do it
You have to
the
be
proper way.
patient with the button clicking.
I'm not very good at that. So this is Strawberry Milk. I found this hauntingly beautiful, especially with the burnt page thing. I think it works very well. I believe she is a subject of obsession somehow. You're sharp. All right. Then we have Strawberry 1412, who did this adorable. There's a style for that. Chibi?
Adorable.
Adorable version of our two little protagonists. Then this is a beautiful. I think it could be a caricature in the New Yorker or something like that. It's got a message.
It's highbrow.
Yeah, very very much so. Thank you. That's the Bricky 8. So there, the Bricky 8. Then we have Trapper is Bay. That's the name of the person who created this weird take on the entity. I like it quite a lot.
Yeah.
We had a lot of entity flavored stuff today. This is
Camping.
another. Again, I love the fact that it's camping with the killers. I like the fact that we're getting some very wildly different styles of art in this. That makes me happy. Then we have Ex Majorax, who did this really cool raid cosplay. So, yay. That weapon looks like it is a very, very well done replica, by the way.
Legit.
Legit is what I was looking for. Then we have Yuki Yamato. Who did this,
I like the nurse.
Oh my god, that's great.
yeah, it's really cool. So that's Halloween in Dead by Daylight. Legs are too big. Yes, well, that was for the cosplay of the raid, obviously. And then the last one we have here is Brandon. So Brandon is a 9-year-old nephew of one of our Dead by Daylight players, and they were playing together, and this inspired him to make a really cool drawing of the trapper trapping someone and putting them on the hook. So I don't know how good that is. I know that the drawing is very cool, and it's obviously that kid is going places. But that's
Awesome
that's
work.
a little upsetting.
Awesome work.
So thank you, Brandon.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. So that was our offerings from around the web.
So there's 10 minutes left.
We can
I
take
think
a
it's
few.
time for questions.
When is Entity Touch Prestige coming?
Oh, well, I guess
We
the
may
chat
have
can
mentioned
answer that.
Can you just all
Extra-
answer together?
Yeah, extra donut points to everybody to answer. When is the Legacy coming out in the chat?
Yeah.
Yeah, any other question?
Is there a reason for the killer to try to protect these totems?
Thank you, everybody, for the next week.
Next week.
Everybody's following. That's great. What?
Someone said August.
Oh,
Next year.
next week, August.
Next stream. Today. Okay, now people are just randomly spouting stuff. Yay.
Okay, so any other question?
Oh,
Oh, do we have a thing?
well, I just got a totem.jpg file. Yeah, so I can open that folder and give it to you. There you go.
Is there more than one totem on the map? Yes, there's more than one, and they are guaranteed to appear. How high can the nurse float? Could she float into space if she wanted to? That is a very good question. So, she cannot fly. She floats. She can blink up though, in diagonal, but not far enough to go to the moon.
Moon's pretty far.
Yeah, but not to the moon. The moon is really, really far.
It's really far.
It's far.
Even if you
guys.
could like walk there, like you need to bring a lunch at least.
Yeah.
That's why they invented the astronaut ice cream. I know science.
What else? Will the totems have skill checks? No.
What's up with the golden toolbox on Haddonfield?
I don't know what that is.
Nope, that's not a thing. How many points will the totems be?
I don't remember. We should know that.
It's more like 10.
It's
more than 10?
It's more than 10.
It's more than 10.
It's more than 10. But I can't remember.
Okay. What does the luck stat affect?
Oh,
It's a good time to talk about luck.
about luck? Why? We have to talk about luck?
Someone was asking, what does this stat affect?
Okay. So the luck, what does it do is for anything that has odds or randomness. So getting off the hook, getting out of traps, chest content. So better luck, better rarity of items. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm sure I'm forgetting.
It's
something.
100 points.
Ah, thank you, Stefan.
It's funny because he's got a really big beard on
Which
his
he
picture.
doesn't have anymore.
Alright.
So Stefan had a beard before, and it's the beard that started the dweird.
Is it?
True story.
I did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
And he shaved it.
Yeah.
It was too heavy.
But dweird is there, so
The weird's beard.
we're ready for that.
Yeah, okay, let's show the
Bjorn
totem.
say we have the totem.
So there. That's
That's
what
the
it looks
totem.
like. Thank you, Bianca, for providing the picture. Okay.
What else do we have as questions?
Will there be... I have an idea when the killer camps, your luck increases 20%. Okay?
That's not a question.
You had an idea. I still rock a dweird. Oh, that's McLean. You don't.
You
really
don't. You have to shave your head, McLean.
First of all, you don't have a dweird because you have hair on your head. And second, you're not rocking it. Can I get on the secret Discord to talk to the devs?
The secret? Oh, yeah. Well, we had a chat about this. So we do have a Discord where special people can talk with other special people. And we had a discussion this morning to open this up way more, which I have some concerns about. So you can help Stefan convincing me of opening this up more if you want.
You tend to be a little cautious.
Yeah, I'm not convinced.
You're a nervous guy.
Just a little bit.
Okay. Can we get a time when the new maps are coming out? Who said the new maps are coming out? Or if we have new maps? What category is the totem in for points?
It is in...
Objectives?
What?
Objectives?
Is it an objective? It could be an objective.
Stefan.
It could be in boldness.
You really need to create a clown killer. We
I
really don't.
I would put that in boldness.
The totem?
Yeah.
Yeah. Weather lobby fix. I love 3-word questions that really don't leave room for interpretation. Like
Well,
weather lobby fix.
There are some issues that we are aware of. Like there is a case of infinite loading. If anyone that's here that was in the beta, they know the infamous infinite loading. And we have a case of infinite loading that is back in the game, and we're investigating at the moment to fix it as soon as we can.
Will you ever talk about the trapple icon in the files? I'm not sure what that's about. Do you know anything about that?
I don't think so.
That's probably one of those things. Will the killer be able to break the chest or interact with it at some point?
We did discuss about this. It could happen at some point.
Why would you break a totem if it only gives 100 points?
But you don't have to.
Is there another reason for the totems other than farming points?
Yes.
Okay. New map will be graveyard?
What?
New map will be graveyard?
It might.
I really felt like you wanted to say no on this one.
Who knows? Who knows? So
Well,
someone
I'd
is
say
asking.
you probably do.
Yeah. No, who knows? Do I?
Yeah.
Do I know? I don't even know the totem's core category.
That's true.
Um,
Can you make
so
it
someone,
so
no,
that
it's
killers
it's my turn. So someone is asking, why
wanna ask
don't we
questions?
save the past streams on the Twitch page?
Do we?
I thought we did.
Yeah, we're
So
supposed to do.
We should activate that thing.
Yeah, we should. If not, they're always uploaded on YouTube any minute after that.
Yeah, like a couple of
many
minutes. Many minutes after.
We do YouTube it.
There's someone spamming me for give us information about the fixes. We did talk about it a little bit. I won't go into details about the fixes. Stop asking the question, please. Like, stop it.
Okay. Do you have questions that you can see? It's difficult, isn't it?
Well, this isn't bad. This is pretty slow.
Okay. So, do you have questions that we should answer?
Not that I can see. I mean, a lot of these I would not be the person to ask.
Okay.
Okay then.
No, but you can ask Dave.
Oh, I could ask.
There's one last question.
Oh.
It must be extremely
Oh,
good.
shit.
It's the last question.
No pressure.
Dave, I love you.
That's
not
not
a
a
question. Infinite hooks?
When is that coming? So I'll repeat that once again because many of you could have missed it. What we've tested in the PDB It's been a success. We like part of it. We don't necessarily like all of it. And now we're going to that next step where we have a list of tasks that we need to complete in order to make the infinite hook, the auto repair, and the brake generator an actual feature into the game. Once this is ready, bit by bit, we're gonna do another PTB where we're gonna final test it and then decide if it's ready to put in the game. And that was the last question. Unless you have one extremely good.
Oh, it's pretty good.
What will you, Dave? I love you. Will you marry me?
That's a question.
It is a question.
The answer is who knows?
Can killers speak?
Yes, they can. They can,
But they don't.
but they don't.
They choose not to.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. So that's it. I think it's time to do the news thing again.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go through that thing again. I have my list here. It says Sarah. Thanks, Sarah, for joining us today. That was delightful.
Thank you.
Legacy next week. Can we say that again?
Next week.
Next week.
Next week. Leaks. They happened. Plug them. That's cute little. It should be plugged. Steam Marketplace appearance. That's not a thing. What else we got? Double Blood Point weekends might happen again. Other than that, okay. I have here repeat news and announcement. I just did that. Don't forget to follow. You follow already. Thank you, Bjorn, for your amazing work once again. And words of wisdom. Sarah, do you want to give people some words of wisdom today? What's good advice that you've received? Or bad advice that you decided not to follow, which was actually very educational?
I should have come prepared ahead of time.
No.
That's it. When someone is asking for a words of wisdom, make sure you think of one ahead of time.
Like, keep a word of wisdom in
Like-
your
like
back
just
pocket. Like, find one.
Always there.
You need to have a go-to good sentence
Because
that you
you
can
never
quote.
know.
See, that's good advice because this is the 29th stream and I still don't have one. But I should know better.
Yeah, you should have one,
Yeah, I
just
should
in
have
case.
one in my back pocket, just in case.
So now you do.
I will.
Always
think about
keep a word of wisdom in your back pocket. So there. Mine is.
it. You have another.
Well, of course. No, in the sense that I have one in my back pocket that I use all the
Okay.
time, which I used on the very first Twitch
Yeah, go.
for people who follow.
Go.
And it's the only normal people are people you don't know very well.
Yeah.
Okay. So this
Words
is it.
of truth.
A truth-dom?
Truth. Truth.
Okay. And we're done.
All right, so
Let's get back to
thank you
work.
very much once again for joining us. This was fun as always. We have to go back to the salt mine.
Cheese
And-
factory.
yes, and do things so that you can have an even greater gaming experience later. So yeah, we'll see you next week. Thank you very much.